Hello and welcome to another Lord of the Rings quick draft on MTG. Let's screw the formalities, get on into stuff. You know how this works. Uh, I draft stuff poorly. We all laugh at me failing on the video games and go home happy. Alrighty, so pack 1, we've got Gimli Counter of Kills, very nice. Fear Fire Foes, build a board wipe, maybe, if your opponent has a whole lot of small stuff. Our rare, though, is Galadriel of Lothlorien. Whenever the ring tempts, if you choose a creature other than Galadriel, scry. Whenever you scry, you can put a land onto the battlefield. Okay. So we'd be looking at an Elf Scry deck, ramping into big stuff. So, with ring tempts. That is a whole lot of stuff. So we would have to have Elves, we would have to have Scry, we would have to have ring tempt, and we would have to have big stuff payouts. A deck that's all over the place sounds like a deck I would build. Yeah, all right. So in this pack, we've got not a whole lot that goes on our plan. Grond is black, Prince Imrahil is white, Friendly Rivalry is red, we've got white, 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 here's a couple blues, black, 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 red, big boy, here we go. Yep, it's a big boy with forest cycling, so yep, he is definitely in our deck. Alright now. Holy crap, a whole lot of white in this pack. Literally the only card on color is Shower of Arrows or Ent's Fury. We'll go ahead and take the fight spell. We should have a whole lot of big stuff in our deck to blow up with. Here we go. Here's some good stuff. We've got Lothlorien Lookout, a great Scry enabler, or Glorfindel Dauntless Rescuer. Whenever you scry, he gains +1 till end of turn. Honestly, that should just be a +1 counter. And he either must be blocked or can only be blocked by one creature. So honestly, could be better. But he is a pretty good stick. He does grow up, so I think he's going to be our pick over the Lookout. Lookout is a common. We should see a couple more of them in the draft, so I don't have to pick it up right now. The uncommon I probably won't see again, so we'll go ahead and take Glorfindel here just to kind of see how he plays. And look what I said. We got another one in the very next pack. So there we go. We got both of them. Alrighty, we've got another blue-green payoff card here in Arwen Undomiel. Whenever you scry, something gets a +1 counter permanently. Yes, please. Even without the pay 6 scry 2, which is a great mana dump. This is still a good card. With the scry 2 mana sink, all of those lands that we'll get from Galadriel, will be able to help scry more and help just fuel the fire. Chance Met Elves here, another scry payoff. Whenever you scry, he gets a +1 counter. Works amazingly well with Lothlorien Lookout. So every time you attack, you scry, and he gets bigger. That is just amazing. Nimrod Watcher is another scry payout on an elf. Whenever you scry, he gains unblockable. Honorable mention, Elven Farsight. Turn 1 scry to set up the top of your library for the opening play is amazing. But I think we're going to take the unblockable here, considering that's the only blue card I've drafted so far. Hithlane Knots, scry 1, draw 1, amazing. Oh yeah, and it taps down a creature too. The Knights kind of has a play with the draw your second card mechanic. It probably isn't going to make the deck, but it is definitely in the running. Pelargir Survivor, it's a 1-3 on 2, which isn't bad. Other than that, it doesn't really do a whole lot for us, but at least it's on color. Island Cycling, draw 3 cards. Honestly, I'm more hyped about the Island Cycling on this card because that will help us to make more land drops to get into our bigger stuff. Nothing here matters once again. Oh, wow. If I wasn't so heavy into green from pack 1, I would absolutely slam Sauron Dark Lord here. It is Grixis and is everything you want in Grixis. Ward, sacrifice a legendary. So you can't even, so essentially hexproof. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you amass 1. Whenever your army deals combat damage, the ring tempts. Whenever the ring tempts, you can draw 4 cards. I mean, this is amazing. But for our deck, we actually have some pretty good picks in this pack too. We've got a lot of blue. Captain of Umbar, not really that excited about. Nimrodel Watcher, once again, is that unblockable. Glorious Gale, counter spell, ring tempts. Or Celeborn the Wise, whenever you attack, scry. Whenever you scry, he gains +1 for each card scried. So once again, like we saw with Glorfindel, he does get bigger until end of turn, which is honestly worse than the Chance Med Elves. But still, when you've got Celeborn scrying every time you attack, Lookout scrying every time you attack. So yeah, it can just get a whole lot of triggers really quickly. So I think I'm just going to keep pounding out the creatures, doubling up on those scry mechanics, because the only thing the ring temps does is let Galadriel scry. And so if I have another scry trigger, I don't need the ring tempt, so I can just skip the ring tempt and just go straight into the scry. Let's see, the only thing really on color here, long list of the Ents. I mean, 90% of my creatures are elves, so I would only get really 1 trigger out of that. Survivor, I'm not really too thrilled about. Shower of Arrows is very situational. Kingfisher, though, whenever it dies, draw a card, and it's a 2/1 flyer. I mean, flying is always good in draft. We see Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. Can cast sorceries at flash speed whenever the ring tempts. Draw a card. I mean, it doesn't really go on plan. I don't really have a whole lot of ways to ring tempts, but I don't really have a whole lot of sorceries either. But he is still a 2/4 flash, so he's definitely in the running. Not a whole lot here on color. Isolation will tuck something. Revive gets something out of the graveyard. Bag End Porter does get bigger for each legendary we control. I do have a few legendaries in here with Celeborn, Gandalf, Galadriel, Arwen. So Bag End Porter could get pretty beefy, but I think I'm going to go with the Mana Dork because more mana is always more better. Another Chance Med Elves here. Slam dunk pick. I don't even care about the rest of the pack. This pack is pretty weak. We've got the Knights of Dol Amroth again. We already covered to them. Revive the Shire. Get something back out of your graveyard. Pippin's Bravery. Give something +2 till end of turn. Yorith of the Healing House. I can untap something. So none of this really screams pick me, pick me. Grey Havens, ETB Scry is honestly the best thing in this pack. I can add a mana of a legendary creature in my graveyard. I mean, honestly, that's probably the best pick out of this pack as far as my deck goes, just because of the ETB Scry. Yeah, this is really, really weak. But, I mean, yeah, we'll just go with the... Yeah, we'll go with the Grey Havens, I guess. The ETB Scry, I mean... So we've got Skernstolding. Yep, there we go. I know how to talk. Counterspell for 1 blue. Isolation, Tuck. Surrounded by Orcs. Mill. Willowwind is pretty good. It does ETB Scry 2. It is a 3/4 flyer. So that is pretty good. We've got the Galadrim Bow. ETB Flash gives something +1, 2, and reach. Is really good against flyers. But can I really pass up another chance met Elves with all of this scrying I've got in my deck? Nah, I know. Let's see here. We've got Leechcraft to tap something down. We've got Treason of Isengard to tuck a mass. I'm probably going to go with Greyhaven Navigator here. Flash, ETB Scry. Everything my deck wants, really. Unblockable whenever you scry. Yep, there we go. Nothing here is too interesting. We'll go for Shower of Arrows here. It is situational removal. It might be a good sideboard card. Not that you sideboard in best of 1, but hey, whatever. Bombadil's Song is decent enough protection, and it has a ring tempt on it. Only thing on color is Revive the Shire. Another Nimrod Watcher, sure. And a Knights of Dol Amroth. And final pack, we have Fall of Kyr Andros. Well, looks like we are not picking up too many rares for this deck. Hopefully the rest of our synergies work well enough that I don't need them. Let's see. Whenever you scry, draw a card. Okay, so with this card, you cast it for 2, you draw a card. When it's in your graveyard, if the next time you scry, you draw a card. Pretty simple. It's 2 mana, draw 2. Or, let's see, Elven Farsight, turn 1 scry 3 is amazing. Woe's Pathfinder is another mana dork. So we've got a little bit of decision tree here. We basically have a mana dork, a scry, or a draw. So it could honestly be any one of them. 1/1 for 1 on 2. He does have the mana sink to give something really big and trample, which is a good finisher. I'm kind of leaning towards the Pathfinder versus the... I mean, the pay 2, draw 2 is good, but I think I'm going to go with Woe's Pathfinder here just for the +3 and trample effect. I don't really have a lot of big boys. Like, the Generous Ent is really my only big finisher, aside from just growing the chance met Elves, but they just get chump blocked really easily. Like, all my stuff just gets chump blocked into oblivion, so having that trample as an end game finisher might just make the difference. Here we have Gift of Strands, Flash +3 and Reach. No, not Reach. Flash +3 and Scry. So the Flash Scry, I mean, if I've got the chance met Elves out, makes them just really, really big. So I think that's going to be my pick here. The only cards on color are Hithlane Knots, Tap, Scry, Draw, or Tutor and get a food. So obviously we're going to pick the Scry over the food. That's what my deck is doing anyway. Here we go, another blue-green payout with Legolas Counter of Kills. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, he gets a +1 counter. And whenever you scry, you untap. So he basically has pseudo-vigilance. So yeah, we're definitely going with the blue-green payout card there. Let's see here, we've got Elrond. We've not seen him yet. ETB Scry 1. Not just him, but every creature gets ETB Scry 1. And if it's the second time, Ring Tempt. So if I do 2 creatures per turn, I get a ring temp trigger, which will then trigger Galadriel. So sure. Oh, I have a chance met elves here. Oh, what are the chances that wheels? You know what? I've already got 3 chance met elves. We'll take Elrond this time. This time, I think I'm taking Enraged Hjorn. I don't have a whole lot of big stuff, and he has Trample, so I think I need him. Some decent green here. We've got Revive the Shire, get stuff back out of the graveyard, go find a land. No. Bag End Porter, really big. I do have quite a few legendaries, so chances are he would be a pretty big, beefy stomper. Orc Mill, or Flying XTB draw a card. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take the flyer. Only thing on color here is Bag End Porter, Knights of Dol Amroth. Porter might be a decent beat stick. Alright, so pack 1, both of the draw cards wheeled around, along with Knots, Scry 1, draw 1. So that's going to be our pick here, is definitely going to be a draw spell. Out of all of those, you've got draw 1, draw 1, draw 2. So if I'm picking a draw spell, let's go ahead and pick the draw 2. Speaking of draw spells, how about a draw 3? Absolutely nothing here on color, so we'll go ahead and take the Stone of Eric because it actually could get in the deck, but it's not going to. I don't really, yeah. Wow. Everything on color. Farmer makes food, I don't care about food. Pippin's Bravery just gives +2 till end of turn, or I can scry 3, trigger all of my scry payoffs, and draw a card. Yeah. I guess Shower of Arrows here, and Survivor. Alright. Alright, so I think we've got the bones for a really good Elf Scry deck. So let's see what we can do here. I do need to cut 7 cards. I think we'll go ahead and keep Greyhaven's in. Just for the ETB Scry. We'll kick out... I'll kick out one of my islands for the Greyhavens. Keep it on 16 lands. Because if I can get a Woe's Pathfinder, then that will get me my blue. And so green is more important in the early game, so we're going to keep the higher green count. So let's go ahead and sort out. I've got a lot of creatures. We'll go ahead and get rid of the Bag End Porter. He doesn't really matter much in the deck. Most of my big stuff is going to be my elves growing out of control. Alright, so I could really go one of two ways here. I can either focus on the big end and go for more mid-rangey, or I can focus on the small end and go more aggro. Aggro generally has a better win rate in draft and limited because removal spells are kind of few and far between. So if we take this on more of a aggro plan, Gandalf is great. I don't think he does a whole lot for me. I don't really have a whole lot of sorceries. I've got Ent's Fury, which, I mean, I'm not really going to cast in the middle of combat. I mean, I could. That'd be neat. And Lorien Revealed, which I don't need to cast at sorcery speed. Or I don't need to cast at instant speed. It would be nice to leave it up for my end step, but, I mean, that's really it. Those are the only sorceries I have, so that's the only thing that Gandalf really does for me. And I don't have a whole lot of ring tempts in order to trigger his final thing, so I think we're going to cut Gandalf here. We'll go ahead and cut one of the Lorien Revealed so that I have one of each land cycler. I do like my top end with the Hjorn and the Ents. Those are really the only big creatures I have. Gift of Strands has just blown me out so many times, I don't think I can cut it. I do like the Flash Scry. I do like the flying on the birds. It does give the deck some kind of evasion, but I think they don't really go with the deck, so we'll go ahead and cut those out. I do have a lot of Scry, so Nimrodel is basically a 3-1 unblockable. I suppose we can get rid of Bombadil's Song. I mean, I do like the Hexproof. The Ring Temps does next to nothing. I'm actually leaning towards cutting the Ent. Honestly, I mean, but if I was going to cut either of them, it would be Lorien Revealed for the draw 3. I think we'll go ahead and cut that out of my top end too. So I've only got the one Forest Cycler, which I don't really like, but I think this is what we're going to have to go with. Let me know in the comments below what cuts you would have made, what your deck would have looked like, how you would have drafted it. Would you would have grabbed Sauron in Pack 2 and gone full on Grixis? What would that deck have looked like, I wonder? So yeah, let me know in the comments below, like the video along the way, and let's give Elves a take. Let's see what happens. No blue at all. But the only blue card I have is Greyhaven's Navigator, so, I mean, can I really wait until turn 3 to do anything? I think I have to mulligan. Alright, this is a little bit better. We've got Arwen on 2, Elves on 3. We can go ahead and keep this one. I suppose we tuck the Hjorn. Sure. We'll go ahead and get things started off with our green and our blue and our Arwen. Okay, let's go ahead and start with Elrond, I believe. So we'll get a Scry trigger from Arwen. I don't really need the land. The Scry trigger is nice though, but I don't really need the land. So we'll put a +1 on Arwen. We'll go ahead and swing in, get busy. He does not block. Okie dokie. I figured he'd want that Ring Tempt trigger since he's on white-black Ring Tempt. So next turn I can Chance Met. I'll get and oh, wow, that was a blowout. Alright, well that just killed all my plans. So yeah, there we go. Chance Met Elves it is. And we'll just hope that it sticks. But I suppose getting that out of the way is definitely helpful to me. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and drop Celeborn the Wise here. Whenever I attack with an elf, I scry. So we will go ahead and attack with an elf. Yes, we'll keep that on top. Thank you very much. And so they'll both grow, and he can take 4. So next turn, I've got Chance Met Elves into, well, I don't know. Is he gonna... Okay, he's got a really big... He's getting a pretty nice board state out. He's got a 1/1 Death Touch, very nice. So I actually think I don't Elf this turn. Let's go to combat. Go ahead and swing. If that was an island, I would have kept it. And now, before blockers, let's go ahead and tap his Death Toucher. That'll give me another Scry. Ents Fury, sure, we'll take that. And we'll draw it. And now we'll go to blockers, so he can either take 10 or lose his board. Alright, he is going to go for the Chance Met Elves. That is perfectly fine with me. So yeah, he gets a Ring Tempt trigger, and I will end the turn. So he gets 3 flyers, and thankfully none of them have Death Touch anymore because I got rid of that other guy. He's going to draw a few cards, and I think I might be in a decent spot here. Rosy Cotton, ooh, very nice. Although he does have a lot of food. He's getting that board amassed again. Yeah, Rosie needs to die. Thing is, if I cast my elf now, I can't play anything else. I want to draw an island. Give me an island. Fuck! Alright, well, let's just swing in then. I'll get a Scry. There's my island. So at least I can draw it now. Do I Ents Fury Rosie is the question. I think we'll elf. That might be the wrong play. But next turn I can do Chance Met Elves plus Ents Fury. Oh, that was the wrong play. She needs to die. Oh, wow, what the? Dang. Okay, that hurt. Alright, so let's go to combat. We're going to get a few triggers here. I don't really need the forest at the moment. Yep, he's just gonna eat food and take it. Alright, so Rosie down. I think I save it for Hiflane Knots. Because if he does another farmer, I'm dead. Oh shit! I was supposed to use it. Fuck. Well, I can't block it. Troll of Khazad-dûm is nice. We'll go ahead and tap it down though. Alright, so I do have... He can... Okay, I got this. Let's go to combat. We'll swing out. Whoever he doesn't block, we can give +3. Nine +3. He's got 12 life. So he can block that. He can eat a food. But I think this will just make it lethal. Not to mention I get to scry on the scry trigger on top. Yep, there we go. We barely made it there. Oh my goodness, I thought for sure those spirits were gonna fly over top of me. Yeah, I can't keep this. All forest opener, no. So I guess it didn't matter which tapping a spirit on that last attack. We'll go ahead and cut out deliberation here. Because if I would have tapped down a spirit, then I would have taken 4 damage, and the remaining 2 still would have been lethal. So not tapping them down, even though it was a mistake, was the correct play. Oh, hello. They are also playing Arwen, and I am now mana screwed. That is not good. Let's offer the trade. They're not going to take it. Hey, we just tucked that card. The opponent has the exact same deck. Don't you love it? So yeah, there's no reason not to attack. And still no mana. Yep, they have my exact deck. I don't know how this works. Yeah, I mean, I need the removal spell. But, no, I need the removal spell. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, let's at least do that. Yeah, I mean, if I'm not going to get any lands, I can't play the game. That is just stupid. 5 turns, 0 lands. That is, you just can't. And once again, I have only 1 color in my opening hand. How does this happen? At least I have the Forest Cycler so I can go get a forest. Which I'm going to do. Because that will ensure I get to Galadriel on 3, and then I'll probably hit Celeborn on 4, and then only draw lands for this entire game, since I got so mana screwed last game. Oh my god, why does this game insist on doing this to me? Yeah, Frodo's gotta die. So we'll put out Galadriel. At least it's a blocker for now. He's gonna try to kill me with Frodo's ultimate. So Frodo, once he gets his 3rd blackout, whenever it deals damage to me, I lose the game if he has tempted 4 times. So Frodo absolutely has to die. So let's go ahead and put Legolas out here. If I attack with Galadriel, he might block with the Rider. I don't know if it's worth it. No, we'll go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and drop Celeborn here. I can attack with Legolas, but then I can attack with Legolas to Scry, but then nothing happens. How do these lay out? So I assume Elven Farsight would go first. So if it's a creature, I would draw it, and then if it's a land, I would put it into play. So yeah, with Elven Farsight, I'll reveal the tree folk, put it into play. And then I can reveal the top card of my library, which is a land, and put it into play. Whenever it enters, I can scry. We'll keep the land on top because that jab trigger that I can't speak will let me put that land into play. And then I can draw another card from Council's Deliberation. Wow, that was an amazing turn if I would have drawn anything but land. If I attack with Legolas here, though, he'll block with Frodo, gain 2 life. I could attack with Galadriel. That way, I mean, sure. I still get the Scry trigger. We'll keep that on top. If he blocks with Frodo, he'll gain 2 life, but at least he'll lose Frodo. Unless he has Shelob's Ambush. Which he has Shelob's Ambush, doesn't he?
Tonight, you will sleep. Welcome, Frodo of the Shire. One who has seen the eye.
No, Hobbit Sting. Okay. I'm okay with that. I am so okay with that. I mean, I just got so much value off of Galadriel there, I don't care if she dies. I mean, wow, that was an amazing turn. I've got 8 mana out now on, shoot. Go ahead and drop the elves there. Do I tap down the rider? No, I don't think so. Do I cast my Hjorn? Not yet. We'll go ahead and swing. Glorfindel. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep him on top, sure. We'll go ahead and untap Legolas. There's no reason not to. Proceed to blockers. Would you like to block one of my X4s with your 3/1? You would. Okay. Oh, awesome. Thank you. So I'll only deal 4. Question is, do I drop the Hjorn now? Sure, let's do it. I am tapped out so he can do whatever he wants. All of my stuff is X4, it doesn't matter who I put the ring bearer on. So if he's got removals, he can removals. Yeah, that's a big boy. I'm not all that worried about it though. So we will go ahead and drop Glorfindel. Troll does kill Legolas. So whenever I attack, I scry 1. That'll make him a 4. I can do that again to make him a 5. Troll kills Hjorn 2. I think we'll attack with just the chance about elves. If he blocks with the troll, it's an even trade at least. Okay, he's gonna take it. That's good for me. I mean, I could have done the Grey Havens, but that wouldn't. I could have done Grey Havens and Knots, but that still wouldn't have saved it. It only would have made it a 7/6, so it still would have died. So I think we'll end turn here. We'll see what he casts. And I might drop both of these at the end of his turn. Shadowfax is a very good horse. Barrowblade is also very good. Am I afraid of a 4/4 though? A 5/5. Okay, so when I attack, I'll scry 1. He will be a 4/3 that must be blocked. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do Grey Havens now. We'll save Hiflane Knots for my turn, which will give me a second scry trigger. Oh, I thought that was passing to my turn. Alright, so we will go ahead and block Shadowfax. So Legolas will lose all of his abilities, but he will still be a 5/6, so that's fine. And this should be lethal. If it's not, it's gonna be very close. I forgot Shadowfax had haste. My plan was to attack in with Glorfindel, make him must be blocked, and then do Hiflane Knots to give him an extra +1. Let's see, so 5, 6, 7, 8, so that's 5, 9, 13, 17, 20. Yep. I could have cast Knots there for an extra scry for 2 more damage, but I didn't need to. Thinking back on it, the correct play there after he equipped Shadowfax would have been to use Knots to tap it down so that he did not get the attack trigger, but I simply forgot that Shadowfax had haste and could attack. But that would have kept his board tapped out. I would have been able to flash in Greyhaven's Navigator at that point, and just swung with a lethal board anyway, without him dropping something to... Okay, yeah, sure. He's just going for the free scry here. Tapping Lothlorien at this point does nothing. He is just probably mana screwed. Or color screwed. But it looks like he's also on an elf deck. Nope, he is on blue, black. Okay, let's go with our Chance Met Elves here so we can get a scry trigger off of Lothlorien. Attacking here is not going to kill him, so there is no reason not to. I do not need a 5th land, so we will tuck that. Yep, blocking here is just fine. Nothing dies, and I have a 4/3 that is about to get murdered. Oh, very nice. So Leechcraft basically stops elves from ever growing. Good job, opponent. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. So we'll go ahead and swing in. We will go ahead and drop Pathfinder. And we will keep up Knots mana in case he does something tricksy. Okay, that's a big guy. Let's go ahead and tap him down just for fun. We'll give ourselves another elf. Go to combat. We'll take a look at the top card here. Oh shit! I didn't want to attack with that. God damn it. Yeah. I didn't want to attack with that one. Fuck me. Yeah, I wanted to keep my mana dork back so that I could cast another spell. Ah, crap. it just would have died anyway. That's okay. I don't feel so bad now. I would have gotten an extra card out of the deal, but at least Black Breath did nothing but give him a ring bearer. Alright, I think our play here is to just swing out and whatever he blocks with the patrol, give it Gift of Strands. Do I want that one on? Sure, we'll keep that one on top. That'll give me a trick for next turn, in case he drops something really, really big. So it's 5, 6, 5, 6. You know what? If I do this, I just win, right? I mean, right? So that's 9, plus the Scry makes 10. Yeah, looks like it. Hey, hey! They said I'd never use math. Why does it do this to me? Seriously, I have an even mix of forests and islands. I mean, mostly. If I've got four lands in hand, at least one of them should be an island, right? Twice in a row. Yeah, this is stupid. Well, that's not good. Really? Another... This game hates me. We'll just give my opponent a little mini heart attack there. So yeah, let's thin the deck out. So there's not as many forests in there now. So yes, there we go. We finally drew an island. But we'll still play the forest. Turn 3, Chance Met Elves with no Scry backup. Win-win, right? Just concede now. Just concede now. So they play the forest that I knew about, and they'll attack with the one. Nope, they'll keep it for blocks. That's fine too. So I could tap it down and then attack. I tucked my Ents, so I don't really have removal for it other than just throwing somebody in front of it. So, I mean, I either offer the trade or just never attack again. Are you fucking kidding me? This is just stupid. Well, I guess I just never attack again. I'm not gonna make that trade twice. Especially when I have no other creatures in hand. Legitimately no other creatures in hand. Because heaven forbid I should draw anything off the top of my deck. Here is turn 3, I'm already top decking. Yeah, swing in for 2. You're gonna attack with the Orc Army too? No, you're not. Whatever. You know what? I'm doing this just for the Scry. Just because I need to get something off the top of my deck. Yeah, the island is good, but honestly, it's... Neither of those really do anything for me. Okay, Arwen's nice at least. Sure, we'll throw a forest out. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't have any way of scrying. I can't attack into a 1/1 death touch. His turn 1 play is literally stonewalling my entire deck. Well, Elrond will at least give me some scries. Sure, that'll at least give me some scries. You have gotta be fucking joking! What the fuck did this guy draft? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it! I'm done! Fuck it! No! I don't even care!
A few moments later.
Alright, we're back. And my deck is doing the exact same thing. I don't understand it. Alright. I mean, I stepped out, I took a breather, I got myself calm, collected, and now I'm right back to fucking pissed off. Because my deck is doing the exact same thing, where it's just giving me one fucking color. I've got 2 colors in this deck! Why am I only getting 1 color of land? Again! What the hell? At least with this one, I can go at Lothlorien Lookout into Chancemet Elves, so I've at least got a plan of attack here. Oh my god. And I draw another fucking forest! Are you kidding me with this? So I should not have rage scooped last game. I should have just kept playing it out. I shouldn't have attacked with Arwen to begin with. I should have waited the turn, attacked with Elrond. So, I mean, I did a lot of things wrong last game. Another forest on top. Are you kidding? 5 forests in the top 10 cards. That is unheard of. No, I am not drawing another forest. Don't you look at my elves. Alright, Final Galadriel's not that bad. Sure, we'll go ahead and give him a ring tempt. What? What? Oh, that's a mana dork! I did not know that was mana! What the heck? I still would have made the block, though. No! Get that forest the fuck out of here! Give me a goddamn island! For fuck's sake! What the? God shit! Really? And still nothing! I rage scooped last game when I shouldn't have. I'm not rage scooping again. I will rage all freaking. What the hell? Alright, fuck this shit! And that's our draft! Alright, we are done! Done, out of here! Don't care! Not doing this again! Fuck this shit! The deck was amazing! The deck was awesome! We saw it win 3 games splendidly! When I didn't get completely fucked by mana. Holy shit. Yeah. So My first loss, mana screwed. My second loss, just yeah. You saw third loss, yeah, you saw that. Just fucking mana screwed. You can't stop it. You can't do anything about it. You can draft more land cyclers maybe, but if all you ever see is forests, how are you gonna cast half your deck? You can't do it. It's just so infuriating when you just can't play the stupid game. I mean, holy fuck! So yeah, the deck was awesome. The deck was amazing. I wish it would have gotten some lands. Even with all of the scry in the deck, I still couldn't scry a fucking island to save my goddamn soul. I mean, what the fuck? How is that shit even possible? Yeah, we're done here. Hope y'all enjoyed this train wreck. Yeah. Oh, I got a pack out of. Yeah. Let's look at my pack. Okay. So I got a pack of Phyrexia. All will be one for leveling up on my mastery track because we all love this set. Actually, I wish we'd go back to this set. I at least did halfway decent in this set. It's actually not a bad card. And for our Lord of the Rings pack we got for going 3 and 3, we get Galadriel. Actually, that's pretty neat. Right on theme. So I mean, this deck, this card actually did not a whole lot of work because I didn't have a whole lot of ring temps. It didn't do, but that one turn that I had Galadriel up, she was amazing. I got like what 3 freaking lands off of her in one turn. That was wow. But so yeah, this card potentially amazing. Elves, an amazing archetype. I can't not get mana screwed. I don't know what it is. So yeah, put a like on this video just for pity's sake. Subscribe to the channel for more fucking rage because we all like laughing at people who can't hold their temper. And yeah, I'll probably make another video at some point, but for fuck's sake, no, I just can't right now. I just can't.